The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors. Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to, would you believe, the final Topic Time with Harrison Young episode of March of 2026. We are rolling through the month, through the spring. Spring has sprung. It's a beautiful day. I got the Boston Red Sox green screen behind me. My mother will love that. She's a big fan. I am too. And we're going to have a great show tonight. To Chicago we're going. I have an awesome guest. He's an actor. He's a writer. I don't know. He does a lot of stuff. We're going to watch a trailer of his halfway through the show. Of course, before we get to him, we've got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we have the Boston Auto Group in North Easton. We have a new one, Easton Vape and Smoke in South Easton. We have another new one, 11 DC Barbershop in Brockton. We have Grip It and Rip It, sports trading cards and video games in West Bridgewater. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We have Jalen's Delicious Restaurant in Middleborough on Route 28, right across from the State Police Barracks. They make delicious lunches and dinners. We have Lynch's Towing Auto Cycle and Truck Center in Brockton at 26 Knapp Drive. One number for towing, one number for projects. My pal Lynchy there in Brockton is always in search of new scrap metal, wheels, anything to do with transportation. He handles it all. We have the Damascus Olive Oil Company in Middleborough. They're going to be leaving their location at Center Street later this week, and they'll be doing all their work from on the online website, which is www.damascusoliveoilcompany.com. We have Hartley's Jamaican Restaurant in downtown Brockton, delicious Jamaican food, and they'll also be opening a new location, a second location in Randolph at 1125 North Main Street very soon. We have the Vittoria Carniceria Brazilian Meat Market in Taunton. We have Rose Jewelers in Kingston, rocking the South Shore in custom design for nearly 30 years. We have Brian's Barbershop in Kingston. We have the Wareham House of Pizza in Wareham. We have the Riverside Cafe in Wareham, open 6 days a week, all except Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. They make the best breakfast in Boston and the Cape, and they have DoorDash delivery. We have Diesel Plus Unlimited in Whitman. We have New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have Kingston Auto Body in Kingston. We have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We have One Good Credit in Brockton. We have Mulberry Frozen Yogurt in Raynham. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have Doggy Boutique, all breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next-door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We have Shannock Auto Body and Repair in Lakeville, looking for new auto repair and auto body personnel to work. We have RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We have Good Old Dave's Automotive in Hanson on Route 58. We have Anthony Cycles in Middleborough. We have Sweeney's Discount Liquor in Brockton. That's a new one. We have Madigan Land Surveying, LLC in Middleborough. We have Hairway to Heaven Family Hair Salon in Norwell. We have Pals Driving School in Middleborough. Classes for June and July are filling up fast, so you better get on that website. We have DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington on Route 58. We have Evan Young Realty. That's my brother Evan, the realtor. We have Haven Psychiatric Services right here in the building in room 211. And we have Joe's Diner in Taunton. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now, Dre Boyd, how you doing today? Thanks for being so patient.
All right. What's happening, Harrison? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. And well, what did I say about you? You're an actor, you're an author, you're a philanthropist. That's what I believe that I saw that on your Facebook page.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, honestly. I do score, I do editing, screenplay writing, cinematography, you name it, I do it.
Okay. Yeah, and you're in the middle, you're in Chicago, right?
The outskirts of Chicago, yeah, but yeah, pretty much work in the Chicagoland area.
Okay, yeah, I've been there before. Nice area. I did a book expo there in 2000. All right, well, you know what I do with every guest? Like I said, we got a trailer of yours. We're going to watch about halfway through the show. I try to profile them, find out what they were like as kids, too. Because I always say life is an epic journey. You know, what we do between the beginning and the end is all connected, so we want to make sure we cover all that. So well, tell me about yourself growing up. Where did you grow up? What did you aspire to? And how did it get you to where you're at now? So we'll take it from there. And if I have any questions pertaining to that, I'll throw them in.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
So for the audience watching, my name is Andre Boyd. I was residing in Aurora, Illinois. That's where I was born.
Okay.
I was coming up. I've always been like the creative kid. I was always into music or or just doing cosplay, that type of stuff. And when I got into, I guess, basically high school, uh, that's when it really started hitting me that I wanted to be a creative.
Okay.
And so I started. Actually, my first love was actually music. I was
Oh yeah,
doing
talk
music.
about your music. I'm sorry I didn't even mention that. Are you a musician as well? You are, I guess.
Well, I wouldn't say well, yeah, you
Okay.
could say a musician. I do vocals, so yeah, that's an instrument, so we'll count it.
Okay.
So yeah, I was actually doing stuff like that, and I started off on the hip hop roll with my former group, Smoke 'em Records.
Okay.
Uh, those are my brothers from that was riding with me in the music phase, and we were doing things like opening up for like Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tech Nine, and uh, 3 6 Mafia, and all the well known hip hop artists.
Wow.
And then I changed gears. I started getting more involved in the filmmaking, so I started actually carrying the camera around when I was like 14 years old, the really big VHS cameras.
Okay.
Uh, and then I started doing editing on like a double headed VHS recorder. And I started thinking about things like some of the actors that I used to watch. Like, man, it would be great to meet them instead of just emulating them, acting like them. Like I would watch like Bruce Lee or whatever, and start trying to run around the house, do kicks and stuff like that,
All
or
right.
even
Wait a
watch.
minute. Wait a second. So you took video of Bruce Lee, on from
No, no,
TV?
no, no, no. I wish.
Oh, you were what?
No, I would watch the Bruce Lee movie. This is the acting part of it.
Okay.
I would watch the Bruce Lee movies and then like
Okay.
go around and imagine like I was fighting a bunch of bad guys, and I would like to think I did pretty good, but I have a few lumps from nunchucks and stuff like that. But I would do that, and that's what started really me going down the acting side of it. But then, like, I couldn't record. I had nobody to record me, so it's like I would set a camera. I would set the camera down and record myself doing it, and that's where the filmmaking part of it came. So they
Okay.
both kind of went hand in hand. And I started getting some of the kids in the neighborhood, started filming them, we started making like our own little movies, and I started editing them. They started showing it to their families, and I'm like, hey, I like the reaction that I'm getting from this. So that changed my gear over to start working on some stuff like that. And we fast forward to like 2016 is where I really got started in the industry. I did some background work for like Chicago PD and Chicago Med, all the Chicago shows, and
Sweet.
I started going there and wanting to network with people so I could start doing my own films. I started seeing like, hey man, this is pretty easy to do, you
Okay.
know.
All right. So you do a lot of stuff behind the scenes too, as well as in front of the camera.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely,
All right.
absolutely.
All right. Well, tell me about so what were your acting projects then? Let's cover those because we have a trailer we're going to watch about halfway through the show, and I wanted once we watch it, I want to discuss it. But tell me about how you got into the acting realm here. Besides editing, in front of the
So
camera.
so for the acting role, getting in front of the camera, I did like some background work, and then I found myself an agent,
Okay.
Babes and Bowls,
Wow.
uh, modeling and talent agency in Chicago, and I went and auditioned for them for a roster spot, and then next thing you know, I got booked on my first national commercial, which was an Ace Hardware commercial, and man, I really loved it. Uh, and I saw how good it came across on the screen, because a lot of actors, we don't really like watching ourselves on the screen and stuff like that.
Okay.
But
Well, how now? What did you do in the? What did you actually do in the commercial?
so it was really really short. I just was talking to one of the workers. They really edited it down, but we had like a really long conversation. But
Okay.
it had to fit within their jingle. So what you see in the commercial is just me giving a tool to it or getting a tool from and shaking his hand. And I was like, yeah, I kind of like this. So then my next one was a commercial for TireRack.com,
Okay.
where I actually had like some legitimate speaking, and it was based on a comedic presence where I'd be like a driving instructor, and I had my student in the car with me, but it was really breaking the fourth wall where I was talking to the audience about how good the tires are, and then I had to switch back and show her how to drive. I was really deadpan in it, which was the type of comedy they were going for, and that was just the cement there that got me really going.
Okay, this was all out in Chicago, right? You did these.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were these national commercials, or were they just? I mean, were they syndicated nationally too?
Yeah, they were national commercials.
Okay, sweet. So in addition to Chicago, have you ever traveled anywhere else for your work, for acting, or for anything else?
I did travel to Canada for a horror movie,
Oh, really?
but
Okay.
yeah, but it never went anywhere. But it was a really cool premise. We filmed inside of a church, and God, I can't even remember the name of the project. It was so
That's all
long
right.
ago. But
Okay.
yeah, the premise was that there was this priest who haunted the church based on the souls of the people. Like he could read their souls as they entered, and depending on how bad their soul was how bad they got punished by him. It was a really interesting concept. I had never seen anything like this before.
Oh, that's what
But
okay. So it sounded more like like a parody of a religious film, right? Kind of.
yeah, it definitely you could see that, but it was definitely dark in tone, man. It was like really, really dark in tone, like the lighting and the camera angles. I did get to see like some of the cuts when we took our breaks, and we're like, oh man, this is shot really well.
Okay. Now I noticed this week you were doing a project. Talk about that a little bit. I saw that on Facebook.
Okay, so what I'm working on right now is a short film called The Big Gamble, and
Okay. Are
it's
you are
basically
you you're starring in it, right?
no. I'm not starring in it. I'm actually I'm directing it.
You're directing it. Gotcha. Okay. Go
Yeah,
on.
yeah, I'm directing, and it's basically about a guy who gets fired from his job and starts getting limited on his financials, and so he visits a shady loan shark named the bank, and he gets the loan from the bank and decides to do things with it that he shouldn't have done, like go gambling. And before he knows it, he's in debt to the guy. He can't pay the debt back by the time that he's supposed to, and then all hell just really breaks loose.
Okay. I noticed you had you had a bunch of cool looking dudes in the film. That's great. What about school? Did you go to college at all for, learn and do anything like that hadn't something to do with your career? I like to find out. I'm
No,
educated.
I actually, well, I did go to school, but it wasn't for that. It was actually for vocal training.
Okay.
Yeah, I went. I pretty much learned everything just watching movies. I'm a real avid film watcher, and I pick up things pretty quick. I like to say,
Okay.
and I started noticing like the little intricacies, like how to film an actor, or what's the best way to film that actor, and the two shots and all that stuff. Before I even knew like the actual camera angles, I was kind of into that mold already. So, but really, I got into it honestly because I wanted to help people kind of live out their dreams.
Okay. So do you act as an agent yourself? Do you represent people aside from, working with them?
I don't. I had the opportunity to represent Dan the Beast Severn, which
Oh,
was the guy from the WWE and
oh, wow.
MMA, but I didn't think it was really a road that was meant for me because like I had a certain plan. Like I
Okay.
have a trajectory that I'm on, and it just didn't fit. But we worked together, and that was good.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? We're about halfway through the show. We're going to watch a little trailer of Dre's and come back and discuss it. So stay tuned. Enjoy the video. We'll be right back to talk about it.
What are you?
Maker, motherfucker.
Benson here. I may have an itch that needs to be scratched.
I need this stopped. And I need it stopped now!
Wait, you talked to her? That means she's in trouble.
I took care of those guys.
That's right, Smash. This is your show. I trust you to make the right decisions.
Vanessa, Jack, I better save them.
Looks like you need our help.
Not yet. Just keep your phone on, just in case.
What I want from you is the account number.
I respect you, Mr. Nolan.
Hey, Spike, I just want to thank you for what you did for Jackie.
I'm the fixer. I fix things.
You're a man of the people, helping out your community and such. Standing up for them.
What the hell are you? I'm the fixer. So you get fixed.
Oh, Dre, that was great. Tell us what we just watched.
So that was what you just watched was my film. I just finished my full length called The Fixer,
Okay.
and it's about a guy. Well, there's a group of fixers, but this was focused on two brothers in particular. Well, the one brother, his name is Frank. He goes around helping out people, and his brother comes along and visit, but he's not really visiting. He's actually looking for a female that Frank happens to know that's close with the family, because some guys, actually a beautician shop owner named Benson McCormick was running account numbers, and he found something in this particular girl's mother's account, and so they want to get her info. And so what happens is that Frank's brother found out about it before Frank did, and he confronted the guy, but the guy and Benson, they had a history, and he ends up getting killed, which causes, I'm sorry, I meant Spike. Spike is the guy, the main guy.
Okay.
Frank is the brother. So that causes Spike to go on a revenge set,
Oh, yeah.
revenge set trip, him and
Okay.
his friends, Slinger and Nelson.
Wow. Okay. And now this was, how long ago did you do this film?
So we'd actually been working on this film for about a year. We just wrapped it up. We just got done post-production, and I gave a sneak preview to the cast members, and they loved it. So hopefully it'll do well wherever it lands. I'm looking for it to go streaming.
Okay.
So right now I'm in the midst of finding distributor.
Well, there's no doubt it's going to do well. About how many film projects do you think you've done on, where you've produced the films or acted in them?
Oh, you mean like all together, doing both in front and behind the camera?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd say about 100.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And have you done any commercials lately too?
Not lately, because I've been focusing more on the filmmaking aspect of it.
Okay. Now in terms of like writing, how much writing? I take it you wrote a lot of your scripts, right?
Oh, I read all my scripts. Yeah.
You do. Okay.
Yeah, I've got about 40 scripts.
Okay. Now, so it's, like I said, I asked before if you've done any traveling. So you've been in Canada, but have you ever, gone to LA, New York, anywhere else?
A
For
few
work
years
or just...
back, actually, I believe 2020, we filmed a full length in Vegas called Dan Brady Hemingway's Revenge, which is available to watch on Amazon.
So where'd you shoot that? Where did you say you shot that?
We shot that in Vegas.
Oh,
Well,
Vegas. Cool.
And,
Okay.
Vegas and Chicagoland area.
Okay. That must have been awesome shooting it in Vegas. You probably.
Oh man, it was a blast, man. The Las Vegas Film Commission is an awesome group to work with.
Did you shoot it at the casino, or was the strip? I mean, you must have had the whole.
No, we shot in the casino. Yeah, we shot in the casino.
Oh man, that must have been sweet. I bet you had a lot of interested background people in the room that wanted to be in the film too.
Oh man, yeah, and it worked out great.
Of course.
What happened was that we kind of got shortchanged out of it though.
Okay.
Because they had a celebrity coming in where we were filming.
Okay.
And so our time got cut short. So we had to make the most of our time and talk about really speeding filming, man. It was we went from like 5 days to like 2 days. So yeah.
Okay. Well, who's the celebrity? Wayne Newton? Whenever I think of a celebrity in Vegas, that's what I think of.
No, it was
If you don't remember, that's fine.
No, I think I want to say it was Heather Graham. I'm not sure.
Heather Graham, wow, way better, way cuter than Wayne Newton.
Well, I didn't get to see her, so I don't know.
Okay, well, so do you have a family, wife, kids, or are you freed up to do everything? Okay,
Yeah, I'm a free roller, man. I love what I do,
of
and I don't
course,
really think I have time to get involved in stuff like that. I tried it before, it just didn't work out.
of course, you're all freed up for this, and that's wonderful. All right, now going forward, what do you have now? Summer's coming, coming soon, and spring is rolling in. What do you got? Any new projects you got on the horizon that you want to mention that you want to cover, discuss?
Absolutely. Well, so we just finished up a film about Alzheimer's called "Forget Me Nots" that just got released
Okay,
uh, on YouTube with my partner Dan Kyrus. It's a really touching story because this is something that hit home for me. My mom toward the end started kind of going down that road before she
yeah.
succumbed to heart failure. Um, but yeah, that's one film we just did, and we actually got interviewed by WGN News for that one. So
That's
that was pretty.
that's the Chicago TV station, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah, and I've got a couple of horror movies coming up in the fall.
Okay.
One is called Mouthpiece, which is based on an old DC character. He was a lawyer, and kids channel his spirit, and he doesn't come back the way that they thought he would have come back. He's
Okay.
very vengeful. So that's one. Another one is called He Is Coming. Now we've been trying to get this one off the ground for a long time, but it's really hard with this type of film because you actually need a building where you have a lot of space,
Yeah.
and there's not a lot of places like that around, other than soundstage. So those are two that I got going in the fall. More immediate, I've got one. I've got working on. It's called The Witness, and it's about a guy who witnesses an elected official get murdered, and he testifies, and they put him in the witness protection program. But the cop that put him in is muscled and strong armed by some guys who were in cahoots with the senator. The senator was crooked, or the politician, I should say, was
Okay.
crooked. And they find him out, and they go and pretty much almost kill him. And
Wow.
so, again, another revenge yarn based film.
Okay. Now I'm looking at you, and I got to tell you, I make observations. You know, it would be kind of cool, and this is just a thought. You seem to like dark humor, and you look a little like, I don't know if you remember the Idi Amin. He was the Ugandan dictator.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you should
I
do a
remember
parody
him.
of that. It would be. I know it's a tough subject because he was a bastard, but it would be kind of funny. I don't know, just a
Hey,
thought.
hey, man, I'm a filmmaker. Nothing's off limits, man.
I figured
Nothing's
that.
off.
I'm just saying, you
Yeah.
might want to think about writing a script, casting
Yeah.
yourself as Idi Amin, and then and then doing a little research, and then making. I mean, it's kind of making a really dark comedy out of that.
Yeah. So there were a few dark humor things that crossed my mind, but yeah, that actually sounds. I never made that comparison before. That's pretty interesting.
Of
I've
course.
always been called CeeLo Green.
Well, I always try to give advice to my guests that will behoove them, because I figure. Hey, now, who's that on your? That guy in your shirt looks like Idi Amin. Is that somebody? Is that you?
This is actually the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, okay. And who's the guy over him? He's the
So
headmaster, right?
The main guy is that's
The
Uncle Phil.
headmaster. Yeah. You could be him too. But that show's already been
Oh man, I ain't
been
got
done.
man.
So
Brother, I'm only 5'7", but I ain't got the height for that.
no, I know, but Idi Amin would be a perfect role for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
you could go to Uganda and do some filming there. Have you ever considered doing filming in another
Oh
country?
man, I don't know about all that.
Might not be the
brother.
budget, right?
Well, no, it hasn't really nothing to do with the budget. It's just that I don't really know the area. I have to do some research and see, if it's peaceful or not peaceful. I don't really know too much about Uganda.
Right.
So, but if it is, yeah, I would love to do it. In fact, I was actually supposed to go overseas to do a documentary with the church, but the plans that fell through. One of a couple of our cast members actually got sick at the same time, so we had to cancel that.
Okay. Well, it looks, you're a colorful guy. You obviously have a lot of talent, a lot of ambition, and the idea is just keep free flowing every second, I'm guessing.
Oh man, there a lot of sleepless nights, man. Because it's hard to sleep when you're creative because you're always on to the next. It's always the next.
Tell me about it. I know I think I'm creative too, and I always seem to be. But I'm lucky because I get to rely on other people's creativity to make it work for me, just like people like yourself.
Well, you're doing a great job, man. It looks like you got everything going. I caught a couple of your shows before. I'm like, oh, I like the energy.
Well, thank you very much. And on that note, we're in the final 5 minutes of the show. I guess you liked the interview, so you had fun talking to me.
Oh man, I had a blast, man. This was a blast, Harrison. Thank you for having me on, man. And hopefully sometime in the future I can do it again.
Well, what I want you to do in the final remaining few minutes is to stop, give some shouts out to people that are going to see the show, because a lot of people are going to see it.
Okay, so I like to give a shout out to Dan Kairos, one of my filmmaking buddies, Larry Biela, John Brunson, Bobby Bozek, my business partner, my lawyer Fritz Clapp. Let's see, Sandra Nelson, one of the hardest working female I know, Michael Hollub, Stacy Miner, and there's just so many. Chivi's Film, definitely Chivi's Film. Okay. You guys don't know about them, you should definitely check out their work. They have some great horror stuff going on. Okay. In fact, check them out on Tubi, Torture the Flesh. I do a great job in there. And Artie Siegel, and I'm having a brain fart now because I got to remember so many people.
Well, it's all right. Well, I'm glad you mentioned so many people, because what I'm going to also say to you is, if you had a good time with me, which I guess you did, I'd like to interview as many. I'd like to get all those people on my show too, if they'd like to do it.
Oh, absolutely. I'll definitely pass the word.
Don't just pass the word. Pass my number. You got my digits.
Pass the word, the number, the interview, whatever you need. I won't pass on the word. I can't do that.
All you got to do is just tell the people, once they see this show, hopefully they'll want to do it too, and then you'll say, okay, here's the number. Give them, have them text me with their name and their information, and I'll reach out to all of them.
Oh, definitely gonna happen, brother.
Yeah, okay. I'm just wondering, would you ever consider doing a documentary on the city of Chicago, where you were born and raised, in the area? I just think it'd be kind of cool doing a narration kind of thing too. I just thought that might work. Just a thought, but right on Lake Michigan, for instance, right by Grant Park, for instance, maybe that might work.
See, there's so many documentaries that's been out there, and there's so many that are being filmed right now. I don't know if that's really my thing.
All right.
Yeah, it's never really been my thing. I mean, I'd be open to it, but probably not a documentary about the city.
Okay. I mean, you probably know the city pretty well, and it'd be kind of cool hearing a guy like you, doing it. You have a great voice for narration. I don't know if you've ever done anything like that.
Well, I actually just got booked for a couple of voiceover roles, so thank you for saying that.
Oh yeah, no problem. All right, well, we're going to wrap the show up in a couple of minutes. One last favor to ask: when we're done, my tech guy Adam is in the control room. He's going to, if it's okay, we let him take a pic of us for Facebook, and I'll tag you in it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm hoping you'll tag me as well, and saying what a great time you had.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess we got to thank one other person. I think some guy, I think his name is Mike McVie out in Oregon. His daughter did my show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So thanks.
Yeah, Mike McVie. He's actually the guy that's going to be playing the witness in my film, The Witness.
Oh, he's in your film. That's how I was wondering. He's in Oregon and you're near Chicago. That's fantastic.
He's a star, man. That's my buddy. We have a good time on Facebook. I haven't met him face to face, but I cannot wait to meet him.
Okay. All right. Great. So I'm sure he'll be happy, and I appreciate that he hooked us up, and now you can hook me up with more people. All right. We're going to wrap the show up. Stick around for a pic, and that'll be it. And then we'll edit the show Tuesday, and then it'll be fantastic, and we'll share it with the world, and then some.
Appreciate it, Harrison. Thanks for having me on.
All right, Dre. Thank you. You did a great job. Okay, folks. Wrapping up another great Topic Time episode. See you next week with another awesome guest. Wrapping up and snapping out. If my boombox works, which it should. If I prod it enough, ha ha. There we go.
Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.